when a company like Honda develops a new motorcycle like this, 2013 Honda 450, it's way different than the last year's bike. And a lot of times we do get a heads up. Even the guys that, the factory guys get a heads up, here, this is going to have this and it's going to have that. But you really don't know until you see the bike. And a lot of times we don't get to see the bike as early as we'd like. We'd like to see it, hopefully almost a year in advance before it comes out, and then you develop it for 3 or 4 years, So sometimes we don't see the bike until the magazines almost see the bike, and it makes it really difficult to try to get a good setting and get the guy comfortable on it. Sometimes it works out good. There's a lot of riders that aren't that sensitive, or maybe they just suit the bike better. Trey Kennard hasn't changed a thing on his bike in who knows how long, and he loves it. It's definitely different strokes for different folks, as they say. So it's definitely a lot of work to try to get that new bike to where you want it to be. And every year you make little improvements here or there, and sometimes you go one direction and ends up you went the wrong direction, and you kind of got to take a few steps back and then start going a different way. And it's a lot of work, and it's that's what we're going through right now. We're trying to get this bike comfortable for Chad, and we thought we had it, and then kind of discovered some things, and kind of brought us back to another point where we got to start over again, start building it again. And it's definitely a lot of work. It's rewarding when things go right, and when he rides the way he can. And that's the frustrating thing, is that seeing how Chad can ride when he's feeling it. Like last year, when him and Ryan Villapoto were battling, that's what we're looking for, and we know he can do it. So when he's not doing it, it's up to us to fix it.